Have you ever considered the importance of permission and evidence when it comes to identity? I know those are such strange words to sort of tie into identity, but let me expand a little bit. So last year when I discovered who I am, I wrote down a bunch of words that felt deeply resonant with who I am, and they explained who I am in such broad contexts. When I found these words, I aligned to these words. There was something in my soul that said, yes, that is who I am. But there was one of those words that I didn't much like, that I've had a bit of almost a cognitive dissonance with, and that word is a risk taker. I am a risk taker. I am an adrenaline junkie. Everything, when you say that word, like it frizzles inside of me. I'm like, yes, that's who I am. But here's the thing, risk-taking is not just fun and games in my 4x4 on the weekend. That applies to how I run my business. It applies to how I run my life. It explains why I enjoy being a nomad so much, because there's an inherent risk attached to it. I don't have that security base. It explains why I'm an entrepreneur, because there's that risk. I don't get a fixed salary. But it also explains how I make business decisions. It explains why I take the high road when it comes to businesses or business decisions. And I don't necessarily mean the high road. I mean, I sometimes have provocative opinions, provocative ideas, and this causes a divide in my followers. But it's because I'm a risk taker. So I saw this when I crafted my identity. I saw this word, I am a risk taker. But you know, to grow in identity and to achieve what you want to do with who you are, you've got to, there's a trifecta. I use 3 phrases when I'm teaching identity. I am, I can, I do. So first it's that realization, I am a risk taker. But then secondly, you start stepping into that permission. I can be a risk taker. And you see, there's something, when you phrase it that way, there's something that brings you permission to do the scary things. So when I'm facing a scary decision in business, in life, whatever it is, I remind myself that I can be a risk taker because I am a risk taker. And then there's the third word. And belief systems are supported by evidence. And the more we can accrue evidence, the more we solidify a belief that serves us. I do take risks. You see how that automatically locks my brain into thinking about the evidence that I have created for this identity that I am, right? So whatever you're trying to achieve in your life, may I suggest you taste the phrase, I am this person, and then take it a step further. I can do these things, and then add the evidence, I do these things.